The End-of-Life Choice Bill continues to grind its way through Parliament. And speaking against the bill last week, MP Alfred Nutto summed up the issues with the bill pretty well when he said, "For every choice, there's a consequence." The big question, of course, is what those consequences might be if we pass this bill. And because we don't have a time machine or a crystal ball, the best thing we can do to answer the question is to look overseas at the experience of countries that have legalised these practices. Last week we had a visiting Dutch expert here, Dr. Theo Boer, to help us do just that. Now, Dr. Boer used to be a supporter of euthanasia, but his experience on a review committee scrutinising 4,000 cases of euthanasia now leads him to oppose the practice. And he warned us that if we pass this bill, we could end up like the Dutch are now in 20 years' time. I think there are a couple of good reasons why we should listen to this warning. The first is that our bill, like the Dutch law and the Canadian law, allows not just assisted suicide, but euthanasia as well. And there's evidence from those two countries that allowing euthanasia seems to lead to a higher number of deaths than if the law had just been restricted to assisted suicide. That takes us to the second point. The higher the number of deaths, the faster the practice becomes normalised. And Dr. Boer has warned us that in the Netherlands, the practice has gone from being something that's used as a remedy for a small number of hard cases, to euthanasia being seen as a normal option for managing the project of dying, something that he says sends a message of organised despair about the end of life. These are serious concerns that would drastically change the fabric of our society. And with the bill destined to come back before Parliament for a final reading, likely before the end of this year, it's really time that our MPs listen to these concerns.